Final preparations here for Misaki Takimoto. Amy Davis is ready to go, and we are ready to go ringside. Michael Chavello, Frank Trigg, and our translator, the handslater, Hans Thompson, with you. This one's set for 2 rounds of 5 minutes each. Female mixed martial arts, and Amy Davis just relaxed here in the corner, Frank. As the great crowd continues to file in here at the Ariake Coliseum. And once again, Frank, a very relaxed Amy Davis.
Yes, it's been a typical style for a long time. You know, she's always been that way. And when I saw her fight kickboxing over in the States and throughout, she was always very calm, always very patient. Typical of coming in and starting a little bit slower than most. That's traditional for Muay Thai fights, always a little bit of a slow starter. We'll see what happens tonight in mixed martial arts.
First round of action. Clash of leg kicks early on. Amy with the straight right hand down the tube, inside thigh kick. She should have the striking here over Takimoto, even with Takimoto coming from a karate background. And there's another nice inside thigh kick from Amy Davis.
Early report on Amy Davis, she's a nice straight right hand too that doesn't necessarily finish fights, but definitely changes the tide of the fight. It's the beginning of her combos a lot of times too, if she wants to work it.
Just probing with the jab, goes to the inside lead thigh again, does Amy. Takimoto shoots in a jab of her own, gets the lead leg out of range. Just a filling up process so far here in the first round for both ladies. The experience advantage goes the way of Misaki Takimoto. Nice round kick to the lead thigh. And a good high check there from Amy Davis. Muay Thai clinch, couldn't get off the knees though. Circles clockwise back to center ring. Good use of the leg kick again there from Amy, and she checks the leg kick. Putting it together so well. The young lady from Idaho. And again, cracking that lead thigh. Then she goes up to the rib cage. Takes the lead leg out of range. Good movement so far. Nice selection of shots here from Amy Davis as she's cracking that lead quadricep area time and time again, just above the left knee.
She did a pretty good job, Amy, of changing up her combinations and selection too. Before it was a lot of jabs, now she's doing a couple of 1-2s. And going body head, which I like to see a lot more of.
Tags her with a nice sneaky jab as Takimoto came in. Winds up that rear leg round kick to the upper left rib cage.
Takimoto has a lot of foot motion. It's all straight forward and back, which is going to help Amy out because you're going to keep walking into either a leg kick or walking into a straight right hand.
And look at the way Amy checks these kicks. 3 checks in a row. Beautiful defense. Then she goes on the offense, kicking off her back leg. Just a very well put together competitor here is Amy Davis.
You mentioned the experience disadvantage here going to Amy Davis, Michael, but if you add in her Muay Thai and kickboxing matches, actually it's not all that different.
Comments from the handslayer, Hans Thompson. And Davis lands the jab again to the schnoggin here of Misaki Takimoto. And she pounds that lead leg. Beautiful leg kick.
Wow.
She curled the instep around to the hamstring area on that occasion. Checks the low kick again and counters off with the straight right cross.
You should see Amy start using her right hand a little bit more now. She's finally warmed up, it looks like at least. Got through the first filling up here. She can start using that right hand a little bit more to set up some more of her combinations.
Just like to see her loosen up the hands a little, Frank. A little stiff still with the arms, you feel?
Yeah, I do. I agree completely. I think part of it too is that she's starting to pick her spots. She's starting to hit her spots. And as a result, that she's kind of a little stiff because she knows that next punch is coming long before it even gets there.
There's a nice right hand over the top of the left glove from Takimoto. Amy misses with the outside thigh kick. And she goes to the inside thigh, that femoral artery. Doubles up to the lower left rib cage.
That's tough to pick. That's a tough kick to hit because right below the elbow and right above the hip, if you catch either one, you hurt your foot or your shin. And Amy's kind of picking that spot right there in that soft spot of the ribs.
And what's impressive too, Frank, she's well equipped off both legs here, Amy. It has been a striking contest so far here in the first.
Takimoto's going to start stepping in looking for a takedown now. She has to because she's getting beat up on her feet so much. If she doesn't look for the takedown, she's going to lose this fight. Hopefully she's smart enough to know that. She'll start stepping in, looking to get it down to the ground.
Nice counter off the leg kick here from Davis. She lets her hands go now. And Takimoto ties her up for preservation. Davis wants to bridge off again, get some room and work those strikes. There is some swelling around the left eye here of Misaki Takimoto. And again, Davis finds that round kick off the right leg. That hard area that Frank spoke about, tucking it beneath the elbow, above the waistline to the lower left rib cage. It takes talent.
Not a good spot for Amy. She doesn't want to be in here. She wants to try and get off the ropes. She can circle around, but Takimoto's done a good job of driving her in, using her weight to keep her against that ropes. Good thing there's a little bit of time left. Amy doesn't really want to be on the ground underneath Takimoto if she can help it.
Glove just coming loose, and the referee calls for time. A very impressive opening round here, Frank, for Amy Davis so far.
I'm very impressed with her pick up her speed. And her knowledge of trying to keep this fight where she needs to keep it, which is on his feet, at least to this point.
You hear the corner saying circle left and punish her. Oh, nice high left round kick from Takimoto. Best shot of the fight so far. Tie clinch and drills into the midsection. Can she find the meet and greet of the jawline here? Well, that was a round changer right there. But I don't think it'll be enough to take the round for Takimoto. It should be Amy Davis's first round, Frank.
I agree, so I think 10-9, Amy Davis.
The thing you have to remember, fellas, is that here in Japan, they are very, very heavily favor damage dealt. So in Japan, you can't necessarily say that round went to Amy Davis. She dominated most of the round there, but her being staggered right at the end there could turn that into a nine round, or improbably even could even throw the round to Takimoto.
That goes back to the earlier fight that we called, Michael, when I totally thought that Misaki was going to win that fight, and Hans had actually explained to me that the rules are different, the way they do the judging, not the rules being so much different, the judging is done differently. As a result, that Santiago was far ahead on all the cards and ended up winning that fight. And I kept saying Misaki's corner was stupid for throwing the towel in. Hans is right. That one kick could have been enough to bring it back up to a 9-9 or an 8-8 round now.
Second round of action. How will the judges see it? I still think that Amy did enough to convincingly, in my book, win the round. But there are still signs there from Misaki Takimoto that she's got the weapons. And she's winding up that lead leg round kick, Takimoto. Looks like she's got a little bit more pepper behind her now, the Japanese girl. And there it is, the round kick to the head again off the lead. Good front kick to the midsection. She's winding up that Mawashigeri off the lead leg now, time and time again.
She's sneaky with it too, you didn't really see it coming.
Trying to pull the head down for a knee here, Amy.
Amy needs a little pummeling here. She's to get herself off the rope. Takimoto wants to get good leg sweep, wants to keep her against the rope, get her down to the ground if she can. She can turn the entire fight if she can get on top of Amy Davis.
We're back to center ring. Takes a big breath as Takimoto. Rear leg round kick from Amy. She's got to loosen up that right cross, Frank, and let it go down the tube, Amy Davis. Still far too stiff with her arms.
Yep, she's not setting it up anymore either. Before she was using, midway through the first round, she was using a lot of 1-2s to get it off. Now she's not doing anything with her hands.
Good leg check there. But she should be countering with the right cross off those leg kicks. Lazy left round kick there from Takimoto, and Amy couldn't make her pay. Good round kick off the back leg. And she's continually mobile here. As Amy Davis does not want Takimoto clinching up with her or pressing her back against the ropes.
Nice combo coming off that counter kick. I am really impressed, Michael, with her leg check. Like every time that she gets kicked at, she checks it properly, doesn't take it, doesn't absorb any of it, checks it off properly, and tries to come back with some kind of return.
One of the many Muay Thai fighters who has made the transition to mixed martial arts, Amy Davis. Can't say I had the pleasure of ever seeing her fight in Muay Thai, but seeing her here under MMA rules, her striking, I would have liked to. Little front kick, jab, two combination there from Takimoto, and there's the counter right cross that Amy needs to let go with more often.
A lot more often. Every time, every kick, every check, she needs to throw that right hand straight down the pipe. When she throws it with force and with purpose, it seems to land.
Outside thigh kick from Davis. That's been the major point scorer for her in this fight. And beautiful again. See, she checks off the lead leg and then counters the back leg kick. This is all point scoring stuff for Amy Davis. Again, counter jab, outside leg kick, circles off counterclockwise to get back to center ring. Got to be careful not to walk into that lead leg round kick.
She's a good job of moving herself out of the way of all these punches, but then as you said, she does walk into that leg kick. She knows it's coming. Hopefully she can walk herself into it, knowing that it's coming, being able to block it every time. Be nice to see her counter after she gets thrown down.
Oh, she went for a counter right, but there was no talk of the hips. Good jab between the eyes. And the outside leg kick. In control here, Amy Davis. Tie clinch there from Takimoto to no avail. Again, trying to pull the head down of the American. The corner continually telling Amy to circle left here, because if she circles right, she's going to walk into that lead leg round kick of Takimoto. There's a nice counter right hand. Takimoto's still got fire in her belly though, Frank.
Yeah, she's coming heavy. She's coming hard.
Not done yet. Although once again, I've got this as Amy Davis's round. That's the setup you're talking about, Frank.
Yeah, that was really nice to see too. Jeez.
She finally let the right hand go and it paid dividends. Now we're on the ground for the first time in this fight. Amy scrambling, looking to get back to her feet. Close to the ropes. Posted up on one arm there.
Perfect shot to start hitting the body, as you can hear a corner yelling, but also a good position to be able to start taking advantage because you got her caught. Good step over. Good
Only half a minute remaining here in the fight. They're back onto their feet. And this is where Davis wants to be. Did Takimoto lose her chance to capitalize on the ground? Eats a jab. Nice knee to the midsection from Davis. Takimoto throwing down.
Takimoto's coming with everything she has, knowing full well there's only 10 seconds left.
And a nice Muay Thai dump on the bell there from Amy Davis. Frank, anyway, I cut the pie on that one. I'm giving it to Amy Davis.
I'm gonna have to agree with you, Michael. This is of the most of the fights that we have been disagreeing on from the beginning of this card. But I do believe that this one definitely, Amy definitely won this one. She had more aggression in the middle. She landed more powerful strikes. But do remember that the judging over here in Japan has a little bit more detail to it than most other judging, so it could go either way. And when we see it, a complete blowout for Amy, it could be very close for Amy.
And that was the shot of the round there from Davis. As Frank said, she needed to set up that right cross with the jabs. She did it perfectly. Double jab in the face, blocked the vision, boom, with the right hand. And it should see her get the win here, Amy Davis. On what is a big night of female fighting at Soul of Fight at the Ariake Coliseum here in Tokyo.
ジャッジ芹沢20対19赤滝本
Wow.
Really? Yep. It's
ジャッ
close.
ジ松宮20対20マスト判定青デイビス
One each.
ジャッジ千葉19対19マスト判定赤滝本
Ridiculous decision,
Yeah.
Frank.
Yeah.
Other than that one head kick, she really did nothing more. And Hunslater, I know you constantly defend the Japanese scoring system, but seriously, there's no way you could not score that for Amy Davis, Hans.
I agree with you guys that Davis should have won that fight. However, in this case, we're looking at another one of your favorite must-draw situations. We had two judges who called it a draw 2020 and 1919, one for Davis and one for Takimoto.
So a horrible hometown decision, we believe. How are you scoring it, folks? There's more to come here at Soul of Fight from the Ariake Coliseum. And for me, that was the only one good shot in the first round left leg round kick that Takimoto really did effectively score with in the entire fight. Amy Davis ripped off in Japan.
We'll be right back with more HDNet Fights. Sengoku Soul of Fight Part 1.